Om Namo Venkatesaya. Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnum Shasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanide Vasishtaya Namo Namaham Lakshmi Nata Samarambam Nata Yamuna Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Artaya Pradibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvamanusandadami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim Vasudev Vasutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. My pranams to everybody. Let's go on to the Dhyana sloka number 8. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yat kripa tamaham vande paramananda madhavam. Aham paramananda madhavam vande. Aham means I. Paramananda madhavam. Paramananda madhavam. Madhava is Bhagavan Narayana. Ma refers to Lakshmi. Dhava means the husband of Mahalakshmi is Madhava. That's one meaning. Ma also refers to Maya, Bhagavan, who is the controller of this Maya, and therefore is called as, Bhagavan himself is going to talk about in chapter 7, Devi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Durati. He says it's my Maya. So that means he's the controller of this Maya, and therefore is called as Madhava. Other meaning is Bhagavan Krishna came in this Madhukula, and therefore is called as Madhava. The fourth meaning is Ma also refers to Jnanam, or knowledge. Bhagavan is the supporter of this all knowledge. You know, Vishnu Sahasranam, we saw that, na? Yoga Jnanam Tadasankyam Vidya Shilpadi Karmacha Veda Sastran Vijnanam Yeta Sarvam Janardhan. In the entire branches of knowledge came from Bhagavan Vishnu only. Therefore is called as Madhava. Parama Ananda Madhava, who is absolute bliss. Is ever remaining is absolute bliss in his Ananda Swarupam. And Parama is ultimate, the ultimate Ananda. We also get sometimes happiness, but then that's only temporary. After some time, get into a different mode. Whereas Bhagavan is always Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. So Bhagavan is always in the happiness mood or the joyful mood, and therefore is called as Paramananda Madhava. So one day means I prostrate. My salutations to Sri Krishna Paramatma. And then all other things are, what is the quality of Sri Krishna Paramatma? Yat Kripa. Kripa means his compassion. So this sloka talks about the Bhagavan's compassion, Krishna Paramatma's compassion. Yat Kripa, by whose compassion? Mukam Karoti Vachalam. That means Muka means a dumb person. Karoti Vacha, that means a dumb person can give a beautiful bhashan, can give a beautiful, excellent speech because of the grace of Bhagavan. So that is what is called as Mukam Karoti Vachalam. In fact, in Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padal's episodes, incidents, he had 4 direct disciples: Sureshwaracharya, Hasta Malaka, Padmapada, and then Totakacharya. So this Totakacharya, among the 4 disciples, he was the least knowledgeable person. So each time Adi Shankar Bhagavad used to teach him 3 times for him to get the message of what he's trying to convey. So one day while he was taking the classes, so he was looking for all his 2 disciples. Then this Totaka was not there. So he said, where is this Totaka's earlier name was Giri. His name was Giri. So where is Giri, he said. So immediately the students started giggling. They thought, this man is so dumb. This Giri is so dumb person. So why is he waiting for this Giri to come and then for starting the lecture? So immediately Adi Shankar Bhagavad understood why these people are laughing, and therefore his compassion flowed to this Giri. And then when he called Giri, then immediately Giri came chanting in this Totakashtakam, that is this 8 slokas in praise of his Guru. So immediately all this, this other disciples are dumbfounded by that. So that means by Guru's grace, anything can happen. So like that, Bhagavan is Jagat Guru. Bhagavan Sri Krishna Paramatma is Jagat Guru. So by his grace, even a dumb person can be a beautiful lecturer or can compose several things. So that's what is Yat Kripa Tamaham, Yat Kripa Mukam Karoti Vachal. Pangum Langayate Girim. Pangu means a lame person. Langayat, that means he can climb. Girim, that means he can climb the mountain. So by Bhagavan's grace is there, nothing is impossible for him. Even in Krishna Paramatma's Leelas, we find that several things. For example, when his Guru, and he spent 64 days in his Guru, the Guru Sandipini. Sandipini's place, he had in Ashrama, both Balarama and Krishna spent about 64 days in trying to, Bhagavan doesn't need to know anything because he's the source. But then in his Avatara, he has to exhibit to outside world that yes, he went through a Guru and therefore he learned the 64 branches of knowledge in 64 days. So at the time of leaving, so Guru, he said, I want to give Guru Dakshina to you. That's what Krishna said. And this Sandipani Muni, his wife, Sandipani Muni's wife knew that Krishna was a great Paramatma, and therefore he told his older husband, we lost our son some 12, 15 years ago. So can you ask him to bring back our son? Immediately he said yes. So he went all the way to this Yamaloka. First, the son was lost. He was drowned in the sea. So he first goes to the sea. Then the Varuna Bhagavan says he's not here. He is in Yamaloka. So they go to Yamaloka. Then when Yama praises him and then invites him to his place, then he said, "You release my Guru son." He said, I have not done anything wrong, because he's as per his prarabdha, he was supposed to die on that particular day. Yes, yes, you are right. What I'm saying, what you are saying is true. But then I'm ordering you, commanding you, so you have got to release his son. Therefore, he brought his son back. So for Krishna, nothing is impossible. So mukam karoti vachalam. So a dumb person can give a beautiful lecture. Pangum langayati girim. That means a lame person can climb over a great mountain or a hill. So that is because of the grace of the Bhagavan. So by grace of the Bhagavan, nothing is impossible. And therefore, to that Krishna Paramatma, my salutations. That's what this sloka is. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yatkripa tamaham vande paramananda madhav. Now let's move on to the last sloka of this Dhyana sloka. Yam brahma varunendra rudra marutaha stunvanti divyaistavaihi vedai sanga padakramopanishadair gayanti yam samagaha dhyanavastita tadgatena manasa pashyanti yam yogino yasyantam na vidussura suragana devaya tasmai namaha devaya tasmai namaha. So in this sloka, prostrations, to all the people are doing the prostrations, and Bhagavan is all pervasive, infinite, and that's what is being talked of in this sloka. Yam Brahma Varuna Indra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Divyastavahi. That means who is being praised by who? Brahma Deva, Varuna Deva, Indra, Rudra, Parameshwara, Marutaha, Marutganas, all these Marutganas, Stunvanti Divya. That means they are singing this divine stotras in praise of Bhagavan. So Brahma, Varuna, Indra, Parameshwara, Marutganas, all these people sing the glorious praises on Mahavishnu. Vedaihi Sangha Upakramaopanishadir Gayanti Yam Samagaha. So again, on praise of whom? Vedaihi Sa Anga Padakrama. So the Vedas are also singing his praise. What are they singing? Samagan. So what are they doing? Vedaihi Sa Anga. That means along with this Vedangas. We have the 4 Vedas and the 4 Vedangas. No? The 4 Vedas are Rig, Yajur, Sama, Taruna. The Vedangas are like this Siksha, Chandas, then Niruktam, Kalpam, Vyakaranam, and then Jyotisham. These are the 6 Vedangas. Along with the Vedangas, Vedaihi Sa Anga Padakrama. That means along with that, the order of this singing, Padakrama. So along with that order, Krama means order of these words, Padakrama, Upanishadihi. Along with the Upanishads, they are all singing what? Samagaha. Bhagavan says in Gita, same in this chapter 10 is saying, Vedanam Samavedosmi. Among the Vedas, I am the Samaveda. So that means they are all singing the Samavedas. So all these Vedas themselves are singing this Samaganaha. Dhyana vastita tadgatena manasa. So Dhyana. So at that time, the Yoginaha, all these yogis, what are they doing? The yogis are meditating. Dhyana, that meditative stage, Tadgatena manasa, their minds have all gone towards the Bhagavan. So Bhagavan, through the mind, they are reaching out to the Bhagavan. And therefore, in the meditation, they are yam pasyan. That means they are able to see the Bhagavan in their meditation. So the yogis, when they are meditating upon, the mind is fixed on Bhagavan as such, and therefore Bhagavan reveals themselves to them, and therefore they are able to see the Bhagavan. Yam pashyanti yasyantam na vidusura suraganaha devaya tasmai namaha. Yasya antam, that means whose end or whose limit. Na viduhu, all the suras and asuras, all these devatas and asuras, even though when they praise about him, they don't know what is his limit. That means he is limitless, he is infinite person. Because he is present everywhere, there is no place where he is not there, and therefore he is infinite, and therefore there is no limit to him, and therefore they are not able to see where his limit ends. Yasyantam na viduhu sura suraganaha. That means all this, the gana means all these groups of the devatas and asuras, sura, asura, ganaha. But to that deva, to that the devata, that Bhagavan Sriman Narayana, tasmai namaha. That means to him my prostrations. That's what this sloka is So this ninth sloka, this last ninth sloka is all these devatas are singing along with the Vedas, Vedangas, and then the Upanishads, all are singing the Samagana. They're all singing in praise of Bhagavan. And then all these yogis meditate upon Bhagavan, and their minds have gone into gone in search of Bhagavan. And then Bhagavan finally reveals himself to them in their dhyanas. And then who is all pervading, and therefore who has no limits, and therefore whose limit cannot be seen by the devatas or the asuras, to that Bhagavan Sriman Narayana by prostrations. So this is what the last sloka of this Gita Dhyana sloka. So as we saw, this has been composed by Madhusudana Saraswati, and he started writing his commentary on Bhagavad Gita, which he said there's no Gudartha Deepika. That is what the name of his commentary is. So let's just summarize. The first sloka talks about the greatness of Bhagavad Gita itself. Bhagavad Gita is able to shower this, the immortality on all of us. The second sloka is in Vyasa Bhagavan, who has lit this lamp of this Mahabharata, in that the Mahabharata, the Bhagavad Gita is being given as a kind of the Amritam, that is like a milk in that Mahabharata. Then third sloka is about Sri Krishna Paramatma. So Krishna is he's giving this Jnana Mudra. Through the Jnana Mudra, he's suggesting to all of us to merge the ego with the Bhagavan, and therefore then all the three aspects of this gunas will completely fall off. So for the people who are surrendered to him, Jnanam Prapanna Parijataya. So for that Krishna, he has given this milk, this Gita Amritam to us, and salutations to Sri Krishna Paramatma. And then the fourth sloka is a metaphor where all this Upanishads are considered as the cows, and then Gita is considered as the milk, and Bhagavan is the milkman who has extracted the milk out of that for the sake of Partha and all of us. And then this is a great nectar, and therefore it is called as Amritam Mahat. Then praising in honor of Sri Krishna Paramatma, who is the son of Vasudeva, and who was the killer of this Kamsa and Chanura, and he is the person who gives joy to Devaki, to the Krishna, our salutations. Then the next sloka is about talking about this Kurukshetra war as a Nadi, or a river, where all these people are wicked people are all there, and Bhagavan, the Pandavas have surrendered to Bhagavan, and therefore through the path of Dharma, which is the boat, they are, because of the Krishna is the boatsman, they are able to cross over that. Then it talks about the greatness of Mahabharata, which itself is a lotus flower, and the Gita is like the fragrance of this lotus flower. And then all these Harikathas which are found in this Mahabharata are like that, the nectar which is being drunk by all these good people, and that is able to destroy all the evil effects of this Kali. And then the two slokas which he talked of today, where because of the compassion of the Krishna, nothing is impossible for him. He is able to, for a dumb person to give a beautiful lecture, as well as for a lame person to cross over this mountain. So that all can happen because of the compassion of Krishna. And then the last sloka, where the Brahma, Varuna, Rudra, all these people are singing in praise of Bhagavan. The Vedas are also singing the praise of Bhagavan. And then when the yogis meditate upon Bhagavan Krishna reveals himself to them, and he is all pervading, infinite, and therefore nobody can know about his end. To that Krishna, my prostrations. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah. Sarvam Sri Krishnatmamastu. Krishna Krishna Krishna.